Hello, beautiful beings. Hello, beautiful beings on Facebook. Hello, beautiful beings on Instagram. My name is P. Horsley. I am delighted to be here with you again for another Animal Thoughts Live and welcoming you all into this animal communication experience where we will be exploring and experiencing intuitive telepathic animal communication. So I am with you live right now. If you're watching live, just put something in the comments to let me know where you're listening from so we can see where people are around the world. But also I can give you a shout out to you, to where you are, and also to your animals. So do you have any animals with you at the moment? Any little two-legged, four-legged, winged? Who is with you right now? Let me know in the comments and where you're listening from. So how are you doing? It's Monday. It's just the start of the week. I hope you are doing well. So what are we going to be doing this week? Just while people are coming in, I'll let you know. So we have New York as well with 3 dogs and a cat. And we've got North Wales. Beautiful. So lovely when we come together as a community like this. It's so, so lovely. It's really great to see you all. It's a Monday and you're here. And we have Meta Cat, and you're in the forest. The forest. We have cat in Germany, 2 cats. We have Sweden, and we've got lots of people just coming in now to join our community and to join this experience of animal communication. It's really lovely to see you all. I know that some of you are here every week, and then we also have some new people. I'm so excited that you are here as well. So animal communication is reaching out. We are rippling out. So if you do like this, if you like this experience, you like this live, do share it with your friends. Put it on your feed, in Instagram, in Facebook, share it with others. They might want to join. Anybody who loves an animal, I think, is going to get this and be interested in learning more about intuitive animal communication. So share, share, share. So I'm really excited to be here on this Monday. Today we are going to be exploring a subject from my first book. So I thought this week I would just do an intuitive dive into heart to heart. And before I do that, I thought I would just set the space with you all, create a bit of sacred ceremony, invite the animal kingdom to join us, and then I'll explain a little bit of a story. I'm going to share a story with you about this book, and then we're going to dive into one of the subjects in it, and I'll do some teaching on that, and maybe we'll also have an animal communication practice. I'm also open to your questions, so if you do have any questions relating to the story, to the subject that we're sharing from heart to heart today, then also put that in the comments when I ask you to, which will be towards the end. But first, and if you've been before, you know I like to do this. I have a candle in a lotus flower, and I'm going to light it. And if you have a candle, then do, join me as well. Let's create some light. And I invite you to close your eyes. Breathe in deeply. And breathing out deeply. Breathing in. And breathing out. Continue to breathe in and out, slowly and deeply. And with every breath, bring your focus to your breathing, to this present moment. And as you're breathing, you'll feel your body starts to soften. Any areas where you're holding tension, breathe into those areas. This is the first step of communicating with animals. We're practicing the very first step, which is connecting with our breath. So breathing in and breathing out. Slowly, deeply. And gliding your awareness from your breath down to your heart. Thinking of all the animals you love, those with you, beside you right now, those at the stables or in the field, those who've passed over, transitioned, any species you love, adore, or revere. Thinking of those animals now. And then sharing love from your heart, using your intention, just beaming love out from the front of your heart, the back of your heart, from all sides of your heart, out into the world, intending for your love to reach the animals. And you can see that as a beam of light, and using your intention and trusting that your love is reaching them, connecting with them, heart to heart. And I invite now, and please join me, your animals to come closer. Those in spirit, come closer. Any animals of the animal kingdom who'd like to be part of this circle, part of this sacred ceremony, to come closer, to join us, to be part of our circle. As equal beings in love, respecting each other. Here to be curious, to be kind, to be peaceful, with the desire of greater understanding and forging loving relationships and connection with one another, human and animal, human to human, animal to animal, across species, no divide, no separation, just love, unconditional. Where we're going to be connecting using the universal language of love, of consciousness. And you might be aware of animals coming closer, your animals or species you admire, and just acknowledge them. Say thank you for being here. Thank you for joining our circle. Thank you for joining this animal communication experience. I see that crocodile again. Has there been a week without the crocodile? You're always here. And I see hummingbird. And I see Morgan. Who do you see? Just acknowledge them, thank them for coming. And I see the rat again. The rat's been here before. Bringing your awareness back to your heart, softening down into your heart space, and then gently opening your eyes. And I invite you to put into the comments the animals you felt joined. Who joined us? Just put it into the comments and I will read out who you were aware of. So I was aware of the crocodile again. I was aware of the rat, the hummingbird, Morgan. Who were you aware of that joined us? And while you are doing that, I'll see if there's anyone else coming in a little slower. I have a Komodo dragon join us as well. Big energy. Crocodile is big energy. And you're sensing with us shark, elephant, bears, bee, panther, cat, beetle, owl, hornet, grey horse. We also have dove, peacock, tortoise, amoeba, lion, cub and horse, Annabelle, your schnauzer, deer, bears, crocodile and ants, wolf and bear, your beloved Malchus, horses, lions, giraffe, mouse, raven, Jake, your golden retriever. You saw a lion but in black and white, not in color. Penguin, birds, rescue animals that you know on the other side, beautiful pigs, Lucky, your dog, and Parker, pelican, baby skunk, baby possum. Interesting, Kathleen, you're getting the babies. Spotted cat, bobcat, octopus and crow. That's a lot, Kathleen. Bee, bear, yes. Frog, owl, tooth springers, guinea pig. So many animals. Lisa, your dog who passed Simba. Lewis, your two at Rainbow Bridge, the lurchers. Two cats, horse, gulls, rabbit, snakes. Christine, one of your cats, Jinx, is with you. Also, owl, giraffe, and beetle. You're lucky he's a mini schnauzer. Okay, Kathleen, yeah. Trish, all the cats and the birds are with you. We also have, oh, it's honestly so many. It's beautiful. Oh, I love polar bear. Come strolling in as, yeah, present, hi. Moon cat, who transitioned. Chico, Cora, Nico, Stina and Gina, so many. We have a party going on here with us. The animal kingdom is showing up. Okay, so beautiful. So if you're a little late, welcome. You're never too late, honestly. The way that time works is when you arrive, it's the perfect moment. Absolute perfect moment. So this is the weekly live, and what we are doing today is we are going to be looking at a subject inside this book, and then we're going to be exploring it. And I'm just going to do that intuitively. I'm just going to like, who wants to come to this particular group of people? I'm also going to invite your questions, but just a little bit of guidelines on that before we get into heart to heart. Just a disclaimer again, I can't diagnose. I can help you with what your animal is saying, but if your animal is poorly, if you're worried about them in any physical way, then please take them to see your trusted animal health professional for that help that they need. I also can't track missing animals during a live. It's just way too complicated. I need to get really quiet to be able to track missing animals. If you do want my one-to-one support with your animals, then I do offer consultations, and maybe one of the lovely ladies in my team, Rima or Jem, can put the link in for you. So if you're interested in one-to-one with me, then you can absolutely do that. All right, so let's dive in. This is my first book. a little bit about this book first, just to give you the sense of how I believe that living a life of following your intuition is a really powerful way of being able to communicate with animals. It goes hand in paw. And the more we can live our life intuitively, the more we can trust those internal nudges, those gut feelings that we have, the easier it is, I believe, to get out of our own way and bypass our ego saying, you can't do it, in order to have that free-flowing, easy, accurate communication with the animals who we love. And here's an example of that, okay? This book, it came about because I helped find a missing dog. I'm not going to go into that story. I think I've already shared it. I might share it later in the lives if I haven't. So I helped find a missing dog. The press got to hear about it. It went on TV, it went in the papers, and then a publisher in the UK, which was, God, I should know this, Random House, offered me a book contract. And they offered me a book contract after a meeting with them, and I was so excited after the meeting, and I waited, and the email came through, and they offered me a book contract. Thank you, Random House, for that offer. But there was something in me that went, oh, it's just not feeling right. And I couldn't put my finger on it, but I just knew it wasn't syncing for me. The synchronicity wasn't there. The vibration wasn't feeling yummy. And I remember sitting in the back garden with my partner, and I sat on the grass, and Morgan was with me, and I said to her, I said, I'm not feeling it. And I think I'm going to say no. And she said, P, are you sure? Because you're an unpublished author, you've never had a book published, you don't even know if you can write a book, and this incredible publisher is offering you a contract. And I was like, yeah, and I get that, and I'm really grateful for that offer. But internally, I'm feeling, no, it's not feeling right. It's not feeling yummy. And I did the unthinkable, and I turned the offer down. And then I thought, well, I want this book to be written, and I'm going to have to go about it another way. And so I did the harder graft. I looked for a literary agent. I did that intuitively. I went with the people, I honed it down to 3 companies, and I reached out to them. And then I went with one of them. And I remember the morning that we were going to meet 3 different publishers. I remember feeling really strongly in my solar plexus that there's going to be an offer today. And I don't know how I know that, but I'm going to meet these 3 different publishers who were amazing. They were massive UK publishers. And I just thought, I'm going to get an offer. And more than that, I'm going to get an offer to the exact figure, to the penny that I've written down that I would like to receive in order to be able to write this book, in order to be able to free up time so that I don't have to constantly do communications, and I can pay my bills with the money offered by the publisher, so that there's space in my diary to be able to do that. And we went out and we met these 3 publishers, and I got a feeling about one of them. And within a couple of days, I had a message from my literary agent saying, we've got these offers, we've got this one offer. And honestly, it was to the penny of what I wrote down that I would like to receive in order to be able to free up that time to be able to write the book. and it felt yummy. I really liked the publisher, I liked the offer, everything about it, and my new literary agent felt really, really nice internally with my solar plexus. And so I wrote the book, and they published it. Here it is, and it's published by HarperCollins. So I went from Random House to HarperCollins. So thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you, Marmite, for enabling all of this to happen. This beautiful Jack Russell dog called Marmite. So that's just an illustration of how I feel following our intuition and listening to the nudges and not being swayed by our ego or feelings of, but I have to do this because there's no other option. I don't know if you can hear my dog Grace barking. I wonder if you've done that. I would love to know. I'm sure I'm not the only one. Have you followed that gut feeling when it was important to you and you've turned something down, and instead, by trusting your intuition, you have received something greater? Give me a yes in the comments if that is you. I'd love to know. And also, if you can, write in what it was. But yes, yes, yes. And Melissa said, my dogs are barking at your dogs. All right. Yes, I'm getting yes, yes, yes. I love that you follow your intuition. I love that you really feel that gut knowing, that feeling in the solar plexus where you go, or, and then something yummy comes along and you go, yes, 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 yes. More dogs barking. I think all the dogs are going, yes. All right. Now I'm going to dive into this book and we're going to see what it is that wants to be heard by you today. What is it? Right. So, how interesting. So I'm on page 133 in chapter 9, and it's about empowering animals, and it's about Ruby, the snake. So, how fabulous. We are going to communicate with snakes today. A little bit about this story. Ruby was a royal python at a wildlife park, and I was teaching that weekend with students, and it was the first time I was holding a snake. And in the UK, we have snakes, but we don't tend to see them. You know, they're pretty shy, they're pretty elusive, unlike some other countries. And so here I am, I'm holding the royal python, and then everything in me, because this is such a new experience, is going, okay. And literally my body is quivering as I'm holding her. And I was trying to let go of my fear. I'm sitting in front of a room of students holding this snake, this royal python, and I'm feeling myself quivering with fear, and I'm trying to let go. Has anyone ever held a snake? Put a yes in the comments. Say snake, yes. And what she does is she comes from my hands and she starts coming up my left arm, and they're very muscular and they feel like leather. You know, they're not slimy at all. They're beautiful skins. And she's coming up my left arm, and then she comes across, a lot of you saying snake, yes, snake, yes. She's coming across the top of my chest, and all the time I'm trying to let go, and she's telling me, let go. And I'm hearing her in my head like that. Let go. And she's coming down my right arm, and I'm saying to her, I'm trying to let go, but I'm shaking with fear, and I'm hoping that no one notices. And then she comes across me, and then she starts to come up my body, And being very muscular, she then comes out and she comes in front of my eyes. And literally, her eyes are level with my eyes and her tongue is flicking out. And I hear really forcefully in my mind, let go. And in that moment, all of my fear just disappeared. And instead of having this fear looking at this snake right in front of my face, literally a few inches away from my eyes, I could feel her. And I moved from fear to trust. And in that space of trust, I was able to connect with her intuitively. And I could feel how loving she was and how much she wanted to help me overcome my fear and how healing she was. And then we had the most beautiful communication. And the students, the incredible thing, it also happened with the students. So I had one person who said, I don't even think I can be in the room with this snake here. That I said, well, please stay, but if you need to get up and leave at any time, you can, but try and be here at the beginning. Well, she didn't leave. And after we'd all communicated with the snake, she and everyone wanted a moment to hold her. And one of the questions we asked her was, what would you like to be called? Because she was at Eden Wildlife Park and they call snakes part of the collection and they just number them. And that felt really disrespectful to me and to the students. And so we asked her, what would you like to be called? And the names that came through were all like really crystal based. They're very high vibrational. So we had diamond, we had sapphire, we had ruby, we had amethyst, we had all these different names coming through from the students. But the one that was repeated the most, which was also the one that I received from her, was Ruby. And so we continued to call her Ruby from that point. And Ruby really loved this teaching experience. And what happened was she was passed from person to person to person. And everybody had their one-to-one with her, holding her, stroking her, including the woman who was absolutely terrified of snakes right at the beginning of that experience. That's how healing snakes are. And if you have a fear at the moment of snakes, then I strongly advise you to try and seek out a reputable snake encounter experience where you and any other people that have fear of snakes are welcomed into a group, and someone who really knows snakes talks about the snakes, and then knowing this snake is comfortable with people interaction, human interaction, you can then stroke the snake, and if you wish to hold the snake, it's going to blow your mind. It's so magical. But in the meantime, what we're going to do right now is we're going to communicate with snakes. And then after that, if you can speak after that, I'll answer some questions. So, are you with me? Do you want to communicate with snakes today? I hope you are. Give me a little thumbs up. Give me a heart. Let me know that you are all in for snakes and snake communication. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes, yes. Good. Beautiful. I'm loving your hearts. Loving your yeses. Absolutely. All right. Okay, everybody. So again, I invite you to close your eyes. Focus on your breathing. So you're breathing in deeply and you're breathing out deeply. Breathing in slowly and deeply. And breathing out slowly and deeply. and in and out. Just relaxing your body as you're breathing in this beautiful slow rhythm of breath in and then breath out. Softening your body. And then gliding down into your heart area. And if you like, place your left hand over your heart. And now imagine that you are breathing into your heart space and out of your heart space. And in and out. And in and out. And rest there in that sanctuary of love. And we invite snakes. We invite you, snake, for us to experience communication with you, one-to-one, as a group, one-to-one with you or your oversoul, your group, as an individual species, as a specific color, you choose. And share your love now with snakes, beaming love softly from your heart out to snakes with the intention that your love reaches them or reaches one. We would like to communicate with you, dear snakes, beings of love and healing, beings of deep wisdom, great knowledge. And you may be picturing now a snake or snakes in front of you with your third eye, with your inner eye, your eyes closed. And notice what they're doing. They may be curled up. They may be lying across the ground. They may be in a tree or under foliage or on the sand or in the sea. Where is your snake? And what color are they? And if you struggle to visualize, I invite you to feel their color. To have a gut knowing of where they are and what color they are. And ask your snake, what is it that you love doing? What is it that you love doing? You might picture it as a still or like a video clip. You might receive a thought form in your mind, or picture, smell, or taste. You might feel something in your own physical body, or an emotion. And say to this snake, if you wish to, dearest beloved snake, if there is any area of my body that you would like to heal, please go there or begin your healing now. Dear beloved snake, if there is any area of my body that you would like to heal, please go there or begin your healing now. Your snake may stay exactly where they are, or you may find that they have gone to an area of your body and you sense them there. And where are they? And what are they doing? What are you feeling? Do you notice anything? Now thank your snake for the healing, and they return to that place in front of you. And ask them if there is anything you can do to help them, to be of service to them. And now finally ask your snake, have you got a message or a gift for me? Have you got a message or a gift for me? You might like to hold out your hands if it's a gift, if it's that kind of gift. Could be an energetic gift. Could be a message or a feeling, an emotion. It could be further healing. And now thank your snake, stunning snake, female or male, or maybe snakes or maybe oversoul of snakes. Thank you, thank you, thank you from my heart to yours, with so much love and gratitude. I'm grateful for our coexistence on this planet at this time, for you coming forward to share with me, for teaching me more about snakes, for offering your healing. I'm so grateful for this experience, this special magical experience and encounter with you. And breathing in deeply and breathing out deeply. Feeling yourself sitting wherever you are, your place in your space, your room, outside, wherever you are, and then opening your eyes. And I invite you, if you can, to put in the comments what you experienced. So start with where your snake was, location, color, healing, if you received any healing, what they communicated when you said, how could you be of help? How could you be of service? And then the message or gift. So location, maybe the team could put this in as little points for you. It's location, color, healing, service, message or gift. Location, color, healing, where you received it on your body. If the snake went to a part of your body, where was it and what were they doing? Service, how could you help them? How could you be of service to them? And then message or gift that the snake or snakes gave you and what it was. So location, color, healing, service, message or gift. That's quite a lot, I know. It's going to be tippy-tapping. While you're doing that, I'll share what I received. So location was the ground for me. Snake on the ground, it was one. She was green. The healing, she came into my heart chakra and she spiraled anti-clockwise. And as she did that, it released gold light out. This strong beam of gold light came out as she spiraled anti-clockwise for me. And then with the service, she told me to continue to talk about snakes in the way that I do. And then the message or the gift, she gave me more healing to my left arm, which just then shone gold. And that was the message, that was the gift. Gold to my left arm. Okay, we've got a few. We've got a wow, incredible. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. We had somebody who had a snake resting in the leaves, who was black and green, who did digestive healing. There was protection and there was confidence. Lovely. Claire, you had jungle surrounded by lush green leaves and a yellow and black snake. Ready to live out loud. On the ground, green, female, like me. Letting go of fear. The message was know to rest when you can, so when an opportunity comes, you can seize it. Beautiful. Roberta, in the grass, they were slithering, asking me to follow her. She was green, and she helped open up your third eye. And the service was think kind things about us. That's a really nice message, isn't it? We also had first a green snake, then a black snake in very green grass. Helped me relax in my solar plexus, asked me not to cut the grass in part of my garden so that they could hide. And don't give up looking for your cat. Lovely. I'm getting all of these, Gem, on Facebook. Thank you, Mella. Okay, on Instagram, that's what I meant. Christine on Facebook, tree snake, black and yellow, healing, circled my tense neck and shoulders. The service was join and trust the community, and the gift was peacefulness. I love that. Lewis, in the grass, python, came onto my left leg to heal, asked me to tell people snakes are safe, and the message was not to give up hope, love nature. Love that. Christine, in undergrowth, albino large snake, healing for my bad back, asked me to protect their environment, come and see them again and ask for more healing. No gift, but said that the healing was enough of a gift. Wonderful. It was probably, yeah. I get the feeling, Christine, they felt that that was as much as you could take. But you can always communicate with them again. Cat had a green snake on a tree, likes to eat eggs, and you also have brown snake on the ground, sand or soil, likes to curl up. Healing around your neck and spine where there's tension. The message was keep trying, grow your spirit, and the gift was a glowing pink heart energy. I think so. Beth, you had a snake healed your heel. You couldn't see anyone, but a sharp shooting pain in hurtful area of heel. It's been hurting for over a year with every step. Also bubbles in my left side. You imagine but did not see a red coral snake with black bands. The gift was more healing. Sometimes people don't see, and it's okay not to see. God, I'm getting really hot. It's okay not to see. We're not all visual communicators. It comes in different ways to different people, and that's okay. And it's just much easier just to relax into that. I think if you kind of felt it was a red coral snake with black bands, then it probably was, and I would just accept that. How is your heel now? That's what I want to know. So you've had this shooting pain in your heel for a year. How is it now, Beth? Elizabeth, you said your snake was in a space of emptiness, a little green snake that was spiraling over and over, creating a flow of energy and movement. And it went to your heart and stirred up grief that you didn't know you were holding after a divorce 13 years ago, to allow healing that you didn't know you needed. You wanted me to respect life of all kinds. Its gift to me was hope, letting me know I will love again. Elizabeth, that's so, so beautiful. And I'm so glad that you've had this healing from snake today. Trish said, I could feel the incredibly strong snake take over my body. Incredible. Solar plexus, snake of many colors. The gift was an emerald, and it's left you light, radiating. Aren't these just beautiful? You're doing such brilliant communication. You should be really, really, really happy with yourselves. Over here on Instagram, Instagram, a green color snake, healing for your gut and your head, and told me to focus healing myself and then others. We also had your snake faux rider was in front of you on the floor, slightly raised to look at me. Deep dark green with a lime stripe along the side. You need to look up your snake. Go and look up your snake. The healing around and within the head. The service was respect us, and the gift was to shed my fears. Oh, sorry about that noise. That's me. That's just me catching my bracelets on the mic. Sorry about that. I hope that you're also reading each other's comments because they are so, so powerful. Kathleen said, snake showed me that it liked to nestle under a rock shelf. It was patterned skin, a brown, black, tan. Put its mouth to my heart and said, I need to live into love and share my life and my life will unfold from there, and told me to practice and practice and for them to do what snakes are for. Anka, you said your snake was coiled on the ground, basking in the sun, an emerald tree boa that you've painted. So this is also a snake that's been with you before. Lovely. Does your emerald tree boa have a name, Anka? Have you asked them what they like to be called? Madalina, you were in the jungle with your snake, in the tree, amazing green, light green, healed my low back pain by circling my waist. The message was, tell people to not be afraid of us. And the gift was, all animals will love you. And he put his head on your hand. So beautiful. Ah, great. Black Moon had a snake in the ocean. I was waiting for a snake in the ocean. It was a snake with many heads, all black, and they wound up my spine and held me straight up, asking me to be firm in resolve and be fearless. And they gave you a diamond as a guiding light. Wow, wow, wow. And you were in Africa, you had a yellow snake with you. The healing, you weren't too sure, but maybe your neck. You're open to more healing as we go along. Perfect. And the service message was to share peace and others' experiences with snakes so people will be what? ... Be in connection. Okay, lovely. So many. And Beth came back to us about her heel and she was like, wow, it's miles better. Ah, beautiful. And Christine, you had a snake around your head, crown chakra, protectively, healing mind, emotions, and feelings. It was the jet black snake. She had diamond eyes, and there was healing to the sacral chakra. Let go of anxiety and learn to be free. There's so many. There's possibly too many here for me to read out, but I'm so grateful. I'm going to read these when we finish our live. I'm definitely going to be reading these, and I invite you to as well. I invite you to share this live with your friends. Just share it to your page. Let everybody know who snakes are and how incredible they are, and all of the different communications that people have had with snakes. Lots of different snakes all over the world, lots of different colors, incredible healings. And you feel these healings, right? These are tangible. This is not woo-woo. This is real transformation that is happening. And it's so simple. When we come to this place of stillness and loving presence and approach animals with respect, and we invite them to communicate with us, then these incredible connections can happen where we have real communications that are intuitive, telepathic, that just come from the heart. These are interspecies communications between humans and snakes in real time with real transformation. And if any of these snakes have asked of you a way to be of service to them, then please, 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 please be of service to them in the way that they asked you. So it's reciprocal. And then you can know at any time that you can come into communication with snakes, because they will know that you have honored them. They will know that you have followed through on their request, so that when you make a request of them, they'll be there for you. And that's how it works. Interconnected, across species, across life, universal intelligence, connected with no separation at all. Oh, I don't think we've even got time for questions, because this has been so powerful. I'm feeling in my solar plexus, this has been so powerful. We don't need to do anything else. This is it. So I just invite you to just read each other's comments. Oh, share this with your friends. And just take a moment now of self-reflection. If you were to summarize in 1 or 2 words what this communication experience with snakes feels like to you, or how it's impacted you, what would that be? Put those words, that 1 word or 2 words, in the comments now. Summarize how you feel, or the impact that communicating with snakes has had on you. It's a great way to encourage others to communicate, to listen to this, to enter into communication with snakes, and to really deeply understand them. So we have finding peace, powerful, peace, deep wisdom, light, freedom, love, flowing, strength, connected, empowering, and we are all one at the end, fun, warming, amazing, visions and connection, loved it, interconnected with other species, strength, magical. The Matthew says the Wajet energy of Kundalini Egyptian power is resonating. Joy. Because Kat, you say, I seem to finally manage to connect. Snakes have helped you. And this is what's so beautiful. Every week there'll be a different species, and one of these species is going to help you have your breakthrough. We also have strength and support. Some of you are saying there are no words. You know, it's how do you put it into words? Very fulfilling and beautiful, empowering, divine. Snakes are able to penetrate energy fields to help clean and to heal cleanly and safely. Gratitude. So, so beautiful. So beautiful. Thank you so much, everyone. So that was all sprung from just an intuitive dip into my first book, which is Heart to Heart. And if Jem and Rima, if you could put the link to Heart. So if you're interested in getting this book, it's available in paperback, like real, like a proper book that you can hold, which is my favorite kind. But it's also available in ebook. So if you like to travel and have them on a Kindle or some other gadget, then you can also get ebook. If the team can put the link to that from my website, please, that would be great. If you can go to my website and then put the link there, not the Amazon one, please, Rima. That would be great, because that means that wherever you're based in the world, you'll be able to find it. That's why I'm doing it that way. Beautiful. Thank you so much, everyone. So I was talking to the team and they said, P, why don't you come up with a plan? So I felt into that and I thought, it feels good. I'm going to do a little bit of a plan. So next week, I'm letting you know what we're going to be looking at. Next week, we are going to be diving into the difference between, am I making it up? Or is it my intuition? Is it real or not? How to know the difference? So please do join me next Monday if that interests you. If you would like to explore the difference between making it up and intuition, how to know the difference, then that is what we are covering next week. The week after, I am going to be doing an intuitive deep dive into my third book, Animal Communication Made Easy, which is also in paperback and ebook, and in fact, they're both in various different languages, to be honest. The week after that, we are going to be diving into animal wisdom. So we're going to be communicating with the oversoul of a species, and it'll be the species that wants to connect with you that week. So this week it was the snake, clearly, that came from the book. It could have been so many different other species. And then the week after that, I think we're going to go to life, loss, love. So for anyone who's grieving, and my deepest sympathies to you if your animal has just transitioned. I know a couple of you put a comment in the feed here, sending so much love to you. I know it's so hard. This book might help if you don't have it already. But in 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks, we're also going to be looking at that subject of end of life and transition and loss. So if you're interested in any of those, then please do join me. I would love to see you. So thank you so much for being part of this community. Thank you so much for being here live. And lots of love to you. Enjoy the rest of your week. Have a peaceful week. Much love to you and your animals and the animal kingdom. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye for now.